YouTuber's log. Stardate 5:30 2 3 1 9 11:2 8 6 7 5 3:09. It is now time for another one of Jimmy's rants. And today's rant is about the new Star Trek movie, Into Darkness. I must say, it was a very good film, but it did have some weird things in it. And Spock. Okay, I'm not going to do this entire thing in the Shatner voice, but it's a lot of fun to do. This is a movie review of Star Trek Into Darkness. And a little bit of background. Some of you might know I'm a mild Star Trek fan. I'm not like I wouldn't consider myself a Trekkie or a loser. No offense. Actually, I do mean offense. Anyway, yeah, I didn't know anything about Star Trek until I saw the movie Wrath of Khan. And I love Wrath of Khan. It's a spectacular movie, and that's what really got me into Star Trek. I've seen some of the other movies, and kind of uneven. Some of them are good, some of them are not. I haven't really seen the Next Generation stuff. Like a lot of the episodes of the TV show, don't like a bunch of them. I mean, how can you not love Shatner just doing this all the time? Spock, Bones, other various members of the group. I really enjoyed I think it was the 2009 J.J. Abrams reboot. I thought it was really good because I thought, like, well, how are they going to do this? I mean, can they really do this without Shatner and Nimoy and DeForest Kelley and the like? And I have to say, Chris Pine and the gang, they've really they've done a really good job in keeping with the spirit of Star Trek while doing something new with it. I wish they had kind of done the same with the Batman series and some of those other things, but I've ranted about that enough. Lo and behold, I saw the film, and I have to say, for the first 3/4 of the film, I thought it was excellent. I loved the opening. It was really good, really in the vein of Star Trek, and I liked that they referenced the other things that have happened in the past and other shows and movies, but they're still doing their own thing, and that's what I really liked. I thought some of the action scenes were spectacular. The whole gang was great. Like I said, Chris Pine, a great Shatner, a great Captain Kirk. Zachary Quinto was great. Carl Urban, just the living embodiment of DeForest Kelley. Simon Pegg, to me, still stealing the show as Scotty. And then, of course, there's Zoe Saldana as Uhura, and yeah. Okay, don't get off track. So anyway, the villain, whose name I can't remember, some British guy, is also very good. The ending kind of distracted me. I don't know if I would say it was bad. It was just distracting in this way. Okay. So before I'm going to get into a spoiler in a second, but I will say I do recommend the film. I think it's good, and you should see it on a big screen if you can. I didn't see it in 3D or IMAX or anything, so I have no idea what that looks like. It looked great just from 2D perspective. I hate 3D anyway. So yeah, I think it was a really good film. If you are a Star Trek fan, be prepared for them going into territory that they've gone before, and you might not like it, as I did not like it. And that's just the problem. Now, spoiler alert, if you have not seen the film, stop right here, because I'm going to spoil it for you, unless you already know who the villain is. Because I don't know if everybody knew who this villain was going to be, but yeah, spoiler alert. Anyway, the villain turns out to be Khan. So they did it. I had heard that Benicio del Toro was possibly going to be Khan, and I thought that would have been cool. I mean, freaking Benicio del Toro as Khan. If there's anybody who could do it other than Ricardo Montalban, he would be the one. But this guy who they got to play Khan is very good. He's not Spanish, which is kind of weird, but he really does a good job. But he's much better than the Eric Bana character, although that was more of an original character, I guess. Just kind of weird. I want Spock now! It has happened! I saw it happen! Actually, he almost kind of sounds like Batman. Can Batman be a Star Trek villain? Wouldn't that be fun?
Have you ever heard the Klingon proverb? Revenge is a dish best served cold. It's very cold. It's space. I'm here to destroy you with science.
I don't think that'll work. So yeah, Khan is in the film, and what they do with Khan is very good. I enjoy it, but it kind of takes a weird turn, especially when they recreate a scene from Star Trek II. And spoiler alert if you have not seen this, but, well, I just spoiled who the villain was, so I hope you got out of here by now. But seriously, I'm spoiling at this point. They reference the death scene from Star Trek II, where, Spock dies. Sorry if I ruined that movie for you, but you shouldn't have watched it. And, Star Trek II is like kind of the holy grail when it comes to, Star Trek anything. I mean, it's such a great movie and a great scene, and powerful because, when it was made, we didn't know Spock was going to come back. But they do something similar, and the situation has changed a little bit, but it's almost like they're just repeating the same thing over and over again, same language. I mean, it's changed a little bit. And somebody actually, I kid you not, somebody actually had the balls to go, Khan! Somebody actually does that. And they didn't even do it as well as I did it just now. Well, it's not even like that. It's like, Khan! That's the best I can do. I don't have the shaking, wig, but come on, that's Shatner's thing. I mean, that's just, it's such an iconic, it's one of the most famous Star Trek things of all time. It's just, why would you do that in this movie? Because here's the thing. I really liked this movie, and I liked where they were going with it, and I thought it was such an original take on the whole Star Trek franchise, and then just to do that, I mean, it just felt like a step in the wrong direction to just not pay homage to a scene, but just to rip it off. I mean, that to me was the biggest problem, and it just kind of became stupid at the end, and it felt like it was rushed. So that's my problem with the film. But like I said, apart from that, the film's great, and that seems to be the general consensus between most people. They liked the film, but that whole part just made no sense. But that all aside, I do give Star Trek Into Darkness a thumbs up. I recommend you go see it. Just remember what I talked about. I guess that's it. That wasn't a very long rant, was it? Cyberspace. The final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship YouTube. Its however many year mission. To continually change its format for no good reason. To seek out disgruntled YouTubers who hate these constant updates. To boldly go where many websites have gone before. Straight to hell. And rightly so. Jimmy out.